You're watching 7 Days of Grace with Keith Fleming. 7-minute conversations, 7 areas of life, 7 days a week. If you're lonely, dissatisfied, unfulfilled, or searching for purpose, then the 7 Days of Grace community is for you. All right, let the journey begin. Here's your host, Keith Fleming.
Hello, my name is Keith. Welcome to 7 Days of Grace. This is a channel for all of us who recognize that life's a journey, where it's tough, it's messy, it's fun, but it's worth exploring and it's worth doing together in community. So I created this channel for all of us, is to be a resource, a living, breathing place where you can come and get guidance on all the major areas of life. So if you're dissatisfied in any of the areas of life, if you feel unfulfilled or unsatisfied, maybe you feel unappreciated by a significant other or at work, then this is a channel for you. Or maybe you feel blocked, held back, and or what I call locked up and frustrated, constantly searching, but you're really frustrated with how things are going in your life, then this channel is really a good place for you. Or maybe you feel stuck in what I call the swirl of life, where you're just drifting on by. 1 year, 5 years, 50 years go by, and you're still struggling to answer those questions. Who am I and where am I going? Then stick with us. 7 Days of Grace is for you. But there's others too who are just downright frustrated, sick and tired of being worked by the systems of this world. Where you're just beat down, you can't get ahead financially, legally, all the different things in life holding you back. You need to work this system, not be worked by the systems of this world. But if you're still searching through all that, searching for meaning, fulfillment, and purpose, then boy, oh boy, is this channel for you. Stick with us. All right. So look, it's 7-minute conversations about the 7 major areas of life. We're talking about faith, family, friends, your career development goals, your financial goals, your emotional goals, and also your physical health. All those areas, we're going to touch upon those. We're going to talk about them in 7-minute conversations. We're going to bring in experts in all these areas. We're going to have workshops, and they're all going to be short, brief, and very succinct, giving you the tools, the information you need to move forward, to get unstuck, to get out of this world. So here's the difference. 7 Days of Grace is for you. It's about your life's journey, but you should do it in community, and you should do it in a safe place together. And this is a place where you want to be. We're going to have a website available, and you're going to be able to go in topically and have conversations, get support, whether it's just lightweight support, tips and tricks and ideas, a place to journal and have conversations, share your personal journey, your struggles, and your victories. So we really think this is going to be a fun thing to do, because life is a journey. So let's do that together in community. All right? So here's the thing. No matter where you are in life or what your situation is, 7 Days of Grace is going to meet you right where you are. All right, so if you're sad, you're hiding something that's bothering you, you're struggling, you're feeling frustrated, any of those emotions and feelings that are holding you back, like I said, they've got you locked up, where you feel blocked from being able to move forward and really be the person you're supposed to be or who you were meant to be. But maybe you still don't know who you are. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right? So somebody please tell me, who am I? And where am I going? Those are 2 questions that are often asked by the youth in our society. But if you're like me and you're a little bit older and you're still struggling and you're still trying to answer those questions of who am I and where am I going? And I mean, look, I know my name is Keith. I know that, but who am I? And where am I going? What's my purpose for these next, well, I wish it was the next 80 years, but we live for about 80 years, right? What are you going to do to contribute and live and be fulfilled and satisfied? and not just on the surface level financially. Okay, so here's the thing with me. You know, my dad died, and he didn't tell me who I am. And my parents, my mom and my stepdad, you know, they just really didn't give me the guidance that I think I needed. And no offense, Mom, but it caused me to be drifting. I was drifting right up until this video, really, where I was just drifting for about 40 years. And I was successful in a lot of things, had a lot of achievements, a lot of setbacks, a lot of failures, and it was life, right? But at the same time, I was drifting unhappily, unfulfilled and unsatisfied. And so I dug in deep. I dug in deep like you wouldn't believe. And I pulled out all the different resources, tried all the tools, all the websites, all the books, videos, webinars, you name it. I distilled it all together, put it into a process, and I figured out what my purpose is, okay? And that's why we're here. And I want to bring that to you. I want to give you that gift. I want to prevent you from drifting for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 40 years. Now that's a journey that nobody wants to be on. Now it's not to say that there's regrets and takebacks or things like that. That's not what it's about. But what it's about is taking you to the next level of fulfillment and satisfaction. And the truth is everybody's looking at somebody when we're younger, right? Usually it's a parent, a teacher, or a friend, right? You're looking at role models on TV, sports figures, right? To try to figure out and answer the question, who am I? Right? But who are you? Who, when we ask that, do we really, really feel like we know? Not that we're pretending in any way. And because of that, I've created this channel. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to develop a community in all the major areas of life. You know, when I was a kid, all I really cared about was playing cars under the oak trees, building forts, and playing with my friends. And then by, you know, when you get into junior high and high school, it was music for me, and it was art, but it was sports, right? The seasons came. It was fall, it was football, right? And winter, it was basketball, and then by spring, it was track for me. And some it's tennis and other things. And that was just the way it goes. And it's okay when you're a kid to go through the cycles and the seasons. Why? Because you're trying to figure out who you are. And that's expected. You're growing, you're maturing, and you're really just trying to find out that identity of who you are. But you know what's really, really crazy? That there were people like me, still people right now today, if you're watching this, that are struggling as a grown-up, right? In your 30s, 40s, 50s, and even older, where you're trying to figure out your life. And that's a travesty. That's why we exist. That's why 7 Days of Grace is working on this channel and in websites and other channels to help people answer that question and move on. So think about it. People try to identify with the way they dress. They try to identify with the music they listen to. They try to identify with the brands that they wear, the cars they drive, and the neighborhoods that they live in, and the houses they have. Everybody's just trying to identify with something, right? And they're trying to really figure it out. They're really just like the kid who's trying to figure out what they're good at and who they are. Everybody wants to know who they are, and everybody wants to know where they're supposed to go. We all have that innate drive. It's pushing us and pushing us. But when we're comparing ourselves to role models that are unrealistic, or we're just layering on behaviors and things like that they're not us uniquely, that's where you start getting stuck in this swirl mode of trying to achieve and please. And we're gonna get into all those things. Really, I can't wait. So look, this video, all these videos are supposed to be 7 minutes long, which is kind of a bummer. So I gotta cut this thing short. But there's so much interesting things to talk about. There's so many fun things to deal with here, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. So if you like the topic of you and you are really interested in trying to figure out who you are, what your purpose is, and how to really make your life, really the next chapters of your life, your journey, more satisfying, more fulfilling, and just flat out better than it's been, then I think you're really gonna love 7 Days of Grace. So if you love this video, you like it so far, go ahead, hit the like button, leave me some comments. I would love to know the areas of life, and in particular your story. Let's dive deeper and we'll start talking about those things in all those major areas. So at the end here, you're gonna see a compass wheel. Go ahead and click on that. It's gonna take you to the website where you can start to explore further, or just like I said, put comments in and talk to us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And guess what? 7 minutes, 7 days a week, quick, down and dirty, get in and out. You don't have to binge watch and you don't have to go floating all over the internet. You can just come here to have some really good conversations and community. And look, we don't want to do life alone, and we don't want to do it with fake friends or people that don't really care about us. 7 Days of Grace is all about you. So, and it's all about us together in community. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Next time we're going to talk about the adopted persona. All right, take care. And remember, you're awesome.
Go ahead, join the 7 Days of Grace community by subscribing, turning the notifications bell to all, and get into journey conversations by leaving your comments. Let Keith know what areas of life you want to talk about on future videos. Click on the compass icon and pick your area of interest for deeper discussions, groups, events, and more. Remember, people are lonely, unhappy, and need community. Share this message with your friends and family and make their day.